Male has mustache and women has breast, and that cannot be changed. There is the equal rights not applied to it. So, this is very clearly explained what a male is supposed to do, what a woman is supposed to do, what a Brahmana is supposed to do, what a Vaishya is supposed to do, what a Kshatriya is supposed to do, what a Sudra is supposed to do. This is very clearly explained in Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 11th chapter. Narada Muni very clearly explains the duty of the spiritual orders. What a Brahmana is supposed to do, what a Vaishya is supposed to do. 7th canto, 11th chapter is mentioned. Especially around the 20th verses. And he explains the duty of a woman. Woman is supposed to be chaste. And man is supposed to be a first class dude. In Kali Yuga, everything is collapsed. Why is collapsed? By nature, women are soft. They want to do service. That is nature. But what happened that the male is supposed to also, maintain the standard. And he started drunkard. He started drinking and beating the wife and asking her to do service. How she do service? This is how the whole system got. Actually, women are happy when they are under the control of a man who is a devotee. They are really happy. But they don't know. Modern women, they don't know. They are also wearing just dressing like a male, and they are roaming in the street by midnight and telling it is equal rights. This male is taking advantage of that. We can see in Srimad Bhagavatam 7th canto and 11th chapter. And if you have the laptop, you can check it also. And so many things explained here. What does Brahmana supposed to do? The whole chapter you can read later. He explains about different duties. Now we concentrate only about a chastity. We can check the sloka 25. 7:11:25. Srinam chapati devanam tat trishra tushrusa nukulata tat dvandus anuvrittischa nityam tat pritadharanam. The render service to the husband, to be always favorably disposed towards the husband, to be equally well disposed towards the husband's relatives and friends, and to follow the vows of the husband. These are the four principles to be followed by women described as chaste. Now, chastity does not mean that she is being a virgin until marriage. That is not the only thing. People have this concept. Chastity means, she doesn't have sex before marriage. No. That is not just chastity. Chastity has so many things. The chaste women, like Savitri, she was able to bring back Satyavan, who was taken away by Yama with her chastity. We can see the example of Gandhari. With her chastity, she was able to make her son's body like a stone, like iron, as hard as iron. In Tamil, like histories, we can see the Kannadi. She was able to burn the whole city in the chastity. And so many examples we can see for a chaste woman. Chaste woman means explained. Narada Muni says that four principles for a chaste woman. That is, to render service to the husband, to be always favorably disposed to the husband. The first responsibility of a wife is to serve the husband. And to be equally well disposed towards the husband, relatives and friends. And follow the vows of the husband. These are the four principles. And next sloka, 26. 26 and 27 we can see. A chaste woman must dress nicely and decorate herself with the golden ornaments for the pleasure of her husband. Dress nicely is very important. Kali Yuga, you don't know how to dress. Woman is supposed to cover the head and cover the feet. The women's hair and feet cannot be visible. That is the way women is supposed to dress. And always wearing clean and attractive garments, she should sweep and clean the household with water and other liquids so that the entire house is always pure and clean. She should collect the household paraphernalia and keep the house always aromatic with incense and flowers and must be ready to execute the desires of her husband. Being modest and truthful, controlling her senses and speaking in sweet words, a chaste woman should engage in the service of her husband with love according to the time and circumstances. Next book. Chaste women should not be greedy but satisfied in all circumstances. She must be a very expert in handling household affairs and should be fully conversant with the religious principles. She should speak very pleasingly and truthfully and should be very careful and always clean and pure. Thus, the chaste woman should engage with affection in service of a husband who is not for them. This actually, these three slokas, four slokas, explains about women, how a woman is supposed to behave by Lord Narada. So, these are the references that you are supposed to follow from the scriptures. We can see an example of Srila Prabhupada's own sister. Srila Prabhupada's own sister, she is a fantastic devotee, first class devotee. Always, think about Krishna and chanting his name and doing service. But her own husband is fallen. He was almost debating three principles at least. At least three principles he was debating. I'm not sure, 4 or 3, I forgot that. But almost 3 or 4 principles he was debating. But we can see Narada Muni says that she must be very expert in handling household affairs. A good woman can change her husband. She was serving him. He was going to be a prostitute. He was eating meat. He will come back from a prostitute house and she will cook for him and feed him. Prabhupada's own sister. Then later one day he regretted, what a nice jewel I am having. Nice wife. And despite of all this nice, wife, I am doing nonsense. Then he became like almost surrendered to the wife. And he became a very nice devotee as well. He became a very nice devotee. That's why we can see in this even today's Sikshamrita, Prabhupada letter, we see that anyone who entered into the marriage life is not that, I don't like, let me take sannyas. It's not for small things. We must take the responsibility. That's what Prabhupada said today, Sikshamrita. He was saying. This is very important. Very important. Whatever condition we are, as Prabhupada said today, Sikshamrita, whatever condition we are put into by Krishna, we must do our service. That is the first prayer. Graheta ko, Mahaneta ko, Sada Hari Bole Dako, Suke Duke Bole Nako, Sada Hari Nam Guru, Bhakti Nata Graheta ko, doesn't matter, you are householder, no problem. Vaneta ko, doesn't matter, you are Vanaprastha, it's okay, you are Brahmachari, alright, you are Sannyasi, alright. But what is the responsibility? Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. That's actually very important. In Kali Yuga, the sannyas is forbidden. No sannyas. In Kali Yuga, no sannyas. Not allowed. It's forbidden. But it was introduced by Lord Chaitanya. And later it was widely, widely expanded by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And further widely expanded by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada simply for preaching purpose. Because we can see, especially in India, we wear saffron dress, you speak, Swamiji. We wear white and speak, they all be back. The saffron has respect. When you speak the same message being white and saffron is a different matter. Audience acceptance is different. Why do you go even same level? No. Why am I listening? Where is Saffron? Swamiji, please. They don't think, like there may be fantastic, more renounced householders than sannyasis. That may be. Prabhupada is very, very great example. He was household until 46 years. He was detached. He was detached. He accepted his guru when he was 22 or 21. 22, I forgot. He was years old. He accepted his guru, and from that time he started preaching. You can see all his fantastic lectures he gave around India. It's fantastic lecture. And like he started this backward advancing so many things. He was doing business and he was using the money for preaching purpose. Yes. Irrespective of your ashram and dharma, the main thing is detachment. Whatever ashram you may be, detachment is very important. So you can see, I think it is Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, I forgot, I think so. Yeah, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, yes, correct. He says that Vairagya Vidya, Nija Bhakti Yoga, Sikshatameka Purusha Purana, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sariradari Karunamudivekam Saranam Prapati. He says, what is Bhakti Yoga? Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya says, what is really Bhakti? Two things. Bhakti means two things. Vairagya and Vidya. Vairagya means detachment. We must be detached. Vidya means knowledge. We must be knowledgeable. That is Krishna consciousness movement. And we are not like this. We are not like this Shankarites. No, only sannyas is the only way. No. Yes, whatever detachment, that is very important. And especially married life is not like license for sex. You can see the example of Diti. Because of even she had sex with his own husband, her own husband. The wrong time. What is the result? He got Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, demons. What of them? At least for Diti only 2 demons born in Kali Yuga, almost 90% demons. Why 90%? 99%. Narada Muni says, Kala Sudra Sambhava. Everybody is Sudra here, no Brahmana. Everybody is 99%, 100% Sudra. Kala Sudra Sambhava. Everybody is Sudras. Degraded. They are degraded in Kali Yuga. Why? Because Varnashrama is failing. What did Srila Prabhupada do? Why this machine is successful? You know that? Why we are successful? This Hare Krishna movement. Why this ISKCON is why successful? Because Srila Prabhupada re-established this Varnashrama Dharma. Re-established. Oh, you are a Brahmana, you are a Vaishya. Your yesterday's letter, we read 2 days back. Prabhupada was telling, our aim is not to make every devotee as Brahmins. No. Now it's like a system. Anybody comes to the movement, first 6 months you must chant.